A follow-up tonight to our on special assignment investigation into the cost of housing sex offenders on supervised release. Thanks for joining us. As we showed you last night, in some cases, the state is paying for rental homes at 4 to 5 times the going rate.
But as it turns out, the rent is not even the biggest cost to the program. Fox 11's Mark Leland this evening continues to expose the cost to taxpayers.
Wisconsin's Department of Health Services pays top dollar on several homes around the state in rent. In most cases, these rentals are each housing one sex offender on supervised release from the Sandridge Treatment Facility in Mauston. We're talking about $1,600 for this house in Manitowoc, when larger homes nearby rent for as low as $400. Or this house in Green Bay being rented by the state with your taxpayer dollars for $2,500. Also 4 to 5 times above the going rate. Some taxpayers we talked to are outraged.
It's $2,500 for that home.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's crazy. I got a 2-bedroom apartment for $410.
Taxpayers pick up the rent costs because these sex offenders are still the responsibility of Sandridge and the Department of Health Services. If the sex offender has money, he is required to contribute to the cost. But out of the 28 currently on supervised release, only 1, according to program officials, is paying his way. That is what frustrates taxpayers I talked to.
All of them have to be provided, yes. And that's what they say it's costing us then to do that in that way. Is that the way we should be doing it? And at such costs.
And the $550,000 in rental costs a year is just the start of it. Sandridge officials confirmed to me by email that taxpayers also pay for a lot more. But before they could provide specific costs on camera, Sandridge officials backed out of an interview, declining further comment. But I obtained a document sent by a Sandridge official from last year detailing the annual costs then. It shows nearly $13,000 for phone service needed to contact the clients and for electronic monitoring, $30,000 for utilities covering gas, heat, and electricity. Lawn care and snow removal racked up $19,000 in costs since leaving the house is restricted. Taxpayers paid $9,000 for food. That's in addition to paying for sex offender treatment in the community, totaling $339,000, and $956,000 for a hired company to monitor the sex offenders and chaperone them to where they need to go in their communities. With other miscellaneous costs and the rent added in, the total cost for those on supervised release comes to $1.9 million. The amount the sex offenders are contributing to their costs of care, just $69,000.
But this is an open-ended story. We're only in the middle of the book.
State Senator Michael Ellis was shocked when we showed him what taxpayers were paying to rent homes for those on supervised release. He figured the state could save millions over 10 years simply by buying rental properties. But he says there's another option to consider.
Option 2 would be to eliminate the release program, supervised release. Just get rid of it and expand Sandridge.
Ellis acknowledges there are legal issues and state statutes that need to be reviewed in addition to the costs of the program, but he's sure taxpayer money can be saved.
If you missed my original report exposing the high rental costs being paid to house some sex offenders, you can find the story on the front of the homepage at fox11online.com. On special assignment, Mark Leland, Fox 11 News.